This morning we are 156 and a quarter, 70.9 kilos, 11 stone 2. Childish, George, childish. These mornings are starting to get dark and cold, and I love that time of year. It's that time of year where, I just love wrapping up in fleeces and shit like that. I'm definitely a winter person. Fuck the summer, I love the winter. The summer anyway, I was cold. When I was lean, I was just cold. No idea what I'm going on about. Anyway, morning walk, man. Just got back from my walk and I of course stopped off at the famous Tesco's. I'm going to show you what I got because I'm sure many of you don't give a fuck, but I need to make some content. I'm thinking, what can I make? Like, what can I do? So I'm going to show you what I got. First of all, a pen. Yeah, a fucking pen. Wow. That's as good as it gets. No, my Logbook pen, I lost it, so. New pen, 2 bar. 2 bar for a pen. Jesus Christ, man. Got my baby rice, you know, standard. George, why do you spend so much money on baby rice? I don't know, £1.50. I go through £3 a day. That's 30 quid in 10 days. Times that by 4, no. I have no idea what I was trying to work out there. There we fucking go. I've also got some of the bagels, cinnamon and raisin. Hey. Bagel thins though, because I'm still very food focused and I need more food and volume to fill me up. Talking about being food focused and food volume, baking powder for the old baby rice. You put about 5 grams of baking powder into this. This will expand, and then of course, you know, I've shown that in plenty of videos before, but my food focus is still relatively high. I've also got some jumbo king prawns because I've been having my stir fries lately. If you've watched my Eat Big or Stay Motherfucking Small video, you will know that I love a good old stir fry. So that's what I got, and that's it. Wow, 1 minute 30 of that bollocks that you probably didn't care about, and you probably thought, yeah, why am I watching this? And I agree, why are you watching? Turn off, no point, same old shit. I still to this day get people ask me about logbooking and how I set up my logbook, and it always changes. I always go through stages of presenting it a little bit differently to other sessions, but I will show you kind of what I do now. I'll probably put a picture on the screen and just kind of go through it as I speak. So on the left hand side, or at the top I should say, I have the date, I have my body weight, I also have how many meals I've had prior to the gym session. I think all that is quite relevant to the actual session itself. Also when I'm training, the time of day as well when I'm training, I think that's relevant as well. And at the end of each session, I will write out what my session was out of 10. As you can see, it's probably 12 out of 10 on this particular session because 12 is my lucky number. Then we move on to the session itself. On the left hand side, I'll just get like a ruler and just like build a little bit of a design to it. On the left hand side, I'll have the exercises which I am doing, and then on the right hand side, I'll write in exactly what I had done within that session. And then in red, as you can see probably on this one, the progress which I've made in that session. So for example, on the seated leg curl, I've got 84.5 kilos for a set of 13. That was 2.5 kilos up for an extra additional 3 reps. So that's kind of what I do. And at the bottom, I have a little bit of a note section where I kind of write out just how I'm feeling throughout that session, what felt good, what necessarily didn't feel good. On the note section here, I wrote right leg on split squats felt awful. My right leg on that particular day just wasn't connecting very well. I'm not really sure. I think that was just due to having tight hips or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I always write just additional notes. For example, let's say a pre-workout I took, how I felt in that session, numbers beaten, etc., all that type of stuff. So that is kind of how I write my logbook. I'm sure many of you don't care. If you do care, that's exactly what I do. Today, as it is a leg day, we are gonna go for the OG or the GOAT of the pre-workouts, the MVP in jungle juice flavor. I did try this Berserk a week ago or so. It's actually a pretty good pre-workout. If I had to compare the two, I just think MVP just tops it. I just think the focus that you get on MVP just outweighs this so much. This is quite heavily stimmed, but this is quite heavily stimmed from a focus standpoint. I would always go for the OG. It's that time. Same spot every fucking week. Well, every time I have a pre-workout, I'll drink it on the same kind of road that I'm driving on. It's mad. Taste test, I don't need to taste test it. Just neck it, George, and get it in your gob. Get me to that motherfucking gym. Arrived at the old gymnasium. Let me know if you want me to kind of sit down a little bit and talk about the session beforehand, discussing kind of what I want to do, what the goal is. So if you're interested in this type of shit, then of course let us know. Starting off with a standing leg curl. I think that doing a leg curl variation for hamstrings, I think that provides a benefit beforehand. I don't think it's going to take away from the main compound movements. That's just my opinion though. At the end of the day, all of this is just my opinion. So starting off with a standing leg curl. We're then moving into into a barbell back squat. A lot of people still go, do I need to barbell back squat, this and that? Try it. I mean, I've only reintroduced it because I've never really given it an opportunity. I've never like built my squat up to like 180 kilos and seen whether that has provided a benefit or not. So that's what I'm going to try and do this off season. I'm going to try and build up to a weight which I've never done before and see whether it's kind of built my quads or built my legs. So give it an opportunity is what I'd say. And if you've built your squat up to, let's say, 200 kilos and you haven't seen a difference in the size of your legs, then of course, you know, take it out. You know, if it's not providing a benefit, then take it out. Moving on to a narrow stance leg press. I think with my leg pressing, again, a lot of people were like, should I go full range of motion? You don't need to go as deep as what you are doing. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it fucking properly. And I think it's much more impressive to see someone do 400 kilos with full range of motion instead of, you know, the half rep kind of stuff. I mean, each to their own. I've seen Big Ramy doing like the half rep stuff and look at the size of his quads. But for me personally, I just, from a pride standpoint, I will always do the full range of motion. Then move on to single leg stuff. I think this provides a benefit, especially with your weaker legs. I used to play football quite a lot when I was younger, so like my left leg is a lot stronger than my right leg. Doing the single leg extensions, leg curl, and that I do think it provides a benefit. And then we're moving on to adductors, rest pausing. I think rest pausing is a good way of doing those type of things. I know Jordan Peters does them, and he's got crazy strong adductors. And then we're going to move on to a calf raise, and then a little bit of ab work to finish. That's all pretty much what I'm doing. I think my goal for this session is to really solidify my barbell back squat because it was a little bit off last time I did it, like depth. It's a movement which I'm obviously still getting used to doing, especially from a movement pattern. Haven't done it all this year. Prior to prep I was doing it, but of course 9 months prep, you lose that kind of understanding of that movement pattern. And then just beat logbook numbers, just get progressively stronger and just try and beat my logbook numbers and just ensure that my form is on point. Anyway, enough waffling from me. I'm going to get on the old Stairmaster for 5 minutes and then warm up on some leg extensions and leg curls and shit like that. Go straight into the session. So I'll probably do a voice. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, but I sincerely hope you enjoy it. Hello, you sexy little motherfuckers. Welcome to this short little voiceover. I hope that you are enjoying the video so far. If you can drop a like, then of course, I would be greatly appreciated if you can do so. I have some questions. I always ask some questions on my rest days, just to kind of put some content out on my stories. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, GeorgeOsborne12. So question number 1 is, am I smoking weed again? And if so, how often am I doing that? So yeah, I'm smoking weed again. I didn't smoke weed on my, throughout my prep or towards the latter stage of my prep because I didn't want to get drug tested. I just didn't want anything to happen. You know, if I got tested and it said there was cannabis in my system, I know cannabis takes quite a long time to get out your system. I didn't want to, I just didn't want that to come up and, you know, I'll be fucked just in case. So I did the smart thing and just stopped for a little bit. However, I am smoking cannabis now. I don't smoke it crazy amounts. My girlfriend just rolls me a few joints here and there, and we'll have a smoke together sometimes. It helps me chill out. It helps me relax, etc. That type of stuff. So I will do it, you know, 2-3 times a week, if that. I enjoy doing it. You know, I enjoy doing it. I have no issues with it at all. I don't smoke it close to bedtime. I smoke it, well, try and smoke it away from my bedtime now, but I enjoy smoking cannabis. Question 2, sex drive. Is my sex drive back yet? Of course, I'm 4 weeks post show now. And yes, my sex drive is back, believe it or not. Like, I'm going to bed and I'm feeling, you know, fucking a little bit horny here. Like, you know, when you go to bed, you think, oh, I can have a little cheeky wank and stuff like that. I'm feeling that. So that is something which, of course, when you're lean, it just doesn't happen. I would love to get my, I think in about 2 weeks time, I'm going to get some blood tests done to see where my testosterone is, etc., that type of stuff. I think that would be kind of good to see whether I'm back in range or not, or whether that is, because let's be honest, if I did it post show, I would already know that I wouldn't have been in range. So it's good to see, you know, 6 weeks post show where I'm at in terms of that. But I do feel a sex drive. I do feel kind of right. I do want to have sex here. I do want to, you know, I do look at my girlfriend and think, damn, I want to, you know, jump on top of you and fucking kiss ya sort of thing, and a bit more. So yeah, the sex drive is back, and it's good, because I do miss that aspect. And let's be honest, we're all fucking human at the end of the day. Who loves a cheeky wank? Who loves to go to bed and just go, yep, I enjoy doing that. Yeah, I like watching porn. Everyone fucking does it. You know what I'm saying? Just people don't want to talk about it, which is fair enough. Lucy asked, did you suffer with headaches when you cut out caffeine? So as you guys know, I did go through a period of like 14 days where I had no caffeine at all. And yes, the first couple of days I did experience headaches. I should have really, instead of what I did is I should have slowly tapered it down. Instead I just went like cold turkey on it and fucking just completely took it out, which was probably a bad thing. So I did find that I was a little bit on edge. I had headaches, etc. But after a while, after like 3 or 4 days, they did go away. It did ease. How did I balance uni and bodybuilding back in the day? So of course, believe it or not, I had a notepad, or I had a whiteboard, and I wrote out all my goals for that particular day. So efficient. It sounds nerdy and geeky as fuck, but I could literally tick off what I needed to do on that particular day. So I had to prioritize it. I had to prioritize this, I had to prioritize that, which allowed me to be more efficient. It took me fucking 3 years to learn that. So planning is my best bet. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this voiceover. Enjoy the rest of the video. So leg day, it's one of those where you have to go in with that mindset of wanting to improve. You can't just go into a leg session and just ponce about and just, you know what, I'll just leave it there, I'll do this, I'll do that. You have to go in with that mindset of, right, I'm gonna fuck myself up. There are some people out there that do some mad shit on leg day, and they're typically the biggest people, like the people that load a huge amount on the leg press with impressive form, the people that squat most with impressive form. These people look good. It correlates. Like, I can't stress the importance of that. I just go in there, I go into that gym, and I just want to ensure, I've always said this, I just want to be the hardest working person in that gym. Yes, it would nice to be the strongest in that gym. That's never going to occur because I'm not genetically blessed from a strength aspect. I just want to go into that gym and I want to show that I can outwork anyone. I can outwork anyone, and it will show, because my genetics aren't the best. They're not the best, they're far from great. I walked on stage at 145 pounds, I'm a child. I just want to showcase that if you can work hard, you will see the results, and you need to be consistent with that. Consistent, relentless, each and every day. What you do, put the effort in, and it shall reward. A little bit of motivation post-workout for you. I'm fucking hungry. My mouth is dry than a motherfucker from that MVP. It does dry your mouth out a little bit, and I dropped my intro like halfway through a session, which I normally do anyway. So I need a drink, I need some food, and I probably need a cheeky wank, because the sex drive is up. More body weight, sex drive up, and I fucking love it. Hey! Hi buddy. Hi buddy, I missed you. Hi. Yes. You okay? Yes, you're handsome as well, aren't you? Yes, I missed you. Here's Max. I know people like Max in the vlog for some weird reason, but here he is. Hey, there he is. Little shitbag, ain't ya? Yeah, you good boy, yeah. Went to Marks and Spencer's and looked at the old stir fry mix. This came to £9, so I very much doubt I'll be going there again, because it's just a little bit too expensive and a little bit too classy for me. I think I've got to stick to the old Sainsbury's or Asda's kind of stir fry. Some Thai style stir fry here, absolutely splendid. Some rice noodles, classy. And some vegetable stir fry mix as well, classy. And then we also got some beef, some red meat. I love my red meat, and it's like I think it's 5% fat per 100 grams. That came to £9. I can't be spending that every single day. Football here, let me show you how sick I am at football. I used to love playing football when I was younger. Around the world. She's got the new pussy mobile. Meh. Fucking meow. Jeez. This is how you pick up Fanny. Cruising around the estate on the old pussy mobile. Look at the trims on that. So I'm riding on a bike, because if I drove to Sainsbury's right now, the traffic would be fucking murder, and it would take me ages, especially if you live in the area that I do. It's quicker to ride a bike. It's weird how you never forget how to ride a bike. Yeah, I don't have no idea why I'm telling you that, or no idea why I'm showing you this, but yeah, fucking cool that, innit, George? Doing this one-handed though is a little bit dodgy, I tell ya. Fucking hell. Back at it on the old Stairmaster, but with a chubbier face this time. No lean George. And definitely not going as quick as what I used to. Saying that, I'm doing a level 11 right now. I normally do level 12 on my bike on a bush at level 13. I'm chatting waffle and we're doing cardio. So that's 35 minutes done. I did 25 minutes at level 11 and I bumped up to level 12 for the last 10 minutes just to kind of just feel good that I can still be able to do level 12 but being a little bit fatter. It's fucking harder though, it weren't easier. Before when I was super lean, you know, it was a breeze. I could do 35 minutes, probably do an hour at level 12 when I was fit and leaner, but you know, that's not the goal now. The goal is to get fucking strong me and fucking not make myself look like a child. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on. As always, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know what you want to see in the comments down below. Of course, we just hit 18, fucking just ponging this about. We just hit 18,000 subscribers, so I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that watches the videos, follows the journey, and I hope that I can educate you as well as entertain you. And you know, you've had a long day at work. Come and watch the Geordie Boy and hopefully it'll put a little bit of a smile on your face. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking smoke a joint because I actually did show this accident. Well, I had it in my hand, but I'm gonna smoke a joint. I'm gonna fucking smoke a fucking joint, mate. I'm a fucking cancel, I'm fucking steam meat. Hopefully that's made you smile. Go, what the fuck is he just doing? Comment down below. Pillow. Here's a pillow of a Yorkshire Terrier. Fucking hell. I don't know why we have this in the house, but we do. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the fucking next one. Just chatting shit in I as usual. Bye. Love you. Bye.